Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. Are you well? I hope you're well. Let's do some nail stuff. I've got cool stuff to show you. It's just the wrong tune. I'm not trying to ner it. These are from Madame Glam, where you can get 30% off using the link in the description and the code MISSJO30. So we already had the silver chrome from them, but now they've got a rose chrome, a gold chrome, and a vintage chrome. And I'm very excited because chrome details look the D's B's on things. Is that a saying everywhere else, the D's B's? If you know what that means, put it in the comments. I don't want to say it, it's rude. So this is the silver chrome, which they already had. I'm going to do a full nail with them. I think they look better as details than a full nail personally. But we're going to swatch them all so we can see what they look like. And then this is the vintage chrome, which is kind of a vintagey silver. Vintage colour. Vintage is a colour now. And then the next one is, so this is the rose chrome, so it looks silver at first. Then when you stir it up and you mix all the shit together, then you can see the colour. I overstirred, and I don't think you need to stir. I don't stir the gold one, and because it kind of stirs itself when you paint with it, you know, as you're brushing it, be it full cover or with details, it does kind of stir itself. So I wouldn't bother stirring, but you can if you want. So this is the rose chrome. It's kind of a rose silver as opposed to a rose gold, I think. That's what it depends. It's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? But that's the rose one. And then this is the gold one. See how it looks silvery? I'm not going to mix it. I'm just going to go straight from there, and you'll see how it does change as we brush it on. Ready? Let's go. Ooh, oh, I like it. Look how pretty that is. Love that. That's the one we're going to use today. I'm going to try and get this voiceover done in one go. I don't see that happening in one without stopping and starting, because as much as I don't care about football in the slightest, the women are in the World Cup today, so I'm going to watch it. Support the girls. So these are the chromes. I love them. They're awesome. We're going to use the gold one today, and don't forget to use the link in the description to get to their website and use the code MISSJO30. I'm assuming it works on those. Sometimes it doesn't work on new things, but eventually it will if it works on everything else. It might work on those. I don't know yet. I haven't checked, but you check. So we're going to be using today the Celina nail cards, the boho pack and the normal pack. So we're going to do a long square. These colours, the little bit there, that means it's from the boho pack, which I learned. So blues, gold accents, we're going to use most of those, apart from crystals. Not putting any crystals on this time for some reason. And then I like the idea of something kind of compassy to do with it. Love this sun and the swirly clouds. Yes, the middle part of that compass I like. And then moon phases, which I do end up doing differently because the last part of this video I filmed mid sort of feeling really anxious, so I kind of rushed it. So I've got these long tips. Oh my goodness, they're the longest tips I've ever purchased. This is Crystal Ball from Madame Glam. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be this long, but I quite like it. It's very satisfying painting such a long nail, especially just a plain colour like this. Oh, looks all smooth and nice. But yeah, they're really long, but they might be good for when I finally eventually get around to doing the press-ons. If people just want display sets, I can use these big bad long ones and then can get more stuff on it. So I've cured the Crystal Ball, then I've taken Crystal Ball, and then that darker blue is Matty and this one is Raindrop, just doing patches all over the nail. And then I'm going to take the petal brush. I've dipped it in some isopropyl alcohol. I haven't blot it on paper or anything, or a lint wipe, but I've just kind of pressed the brush to the side of the little lid that I'd poured the isopropyl alcohol in. So I've not blot it, but I have taken a bit of the excess off, and then just going to pat, just patty pat pat pat, and blend the colours together. If you feel there's a bit too much isopropyl in areas, then do blot your brush on a lint-free wipe or something, and use the brush to soak up. So kind of to do the complete opposite, soak up some of the IPA. And then, yeah, I'm just patting them all together. When I brush goes off screen, I'm wiping it, but not cleaning the brush, just giving it a quick wipe on some isopropyl before re-dipping and going back in, and I've just swirled them all together, and I think that looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And now we're taking, so I've cured that, taking these little flakes. They're from a place that shut down, but you can get them in, I think they're called are they Mylar flakes, or are Mylar the thicker ones? Or chameleon flakes sometimes they're called. And they're so super thin that they're sticking to the tacky layer. I'm just using the damp petal brush to pick them up with. I'm just patting those on. I was only going to do a few at the top and a few at the bottom. Then I thought they look really fucking cool. Let's put some more on. And then I'm matte topping over it. This matte top coat is the My Gel. Is My Gel by Miley? Not sure. But it's not expensive, so I like to use it when I don't want to use a more expensive brand. I like to save things. So those flakes give a kind of, it looks better in real life, but like a shimmery, pearly, catchy in the light. This is the Clear Jelly Stamper Plate CJS53. It is amazing for circles, because circles are hard. Circles are hard, people. Get a stamping plate, it's fine. So I'm picking up a circle, and then we're going to plonk it as in the middle as I could do, and just roll it from left to right. And then, I mean, is this a left-handed thing? Because how have I got so mucky just from doing that? I don't know. I think it's a left-handed thing. Always been like that. And then we're going to use white gel paint, Madame Glam, to outline our circle, and then we can pretend that we drew the circle. Yeah, nobody has to know that we used a stamping plate. So we'll cure that, and we're going to do that sun. So we're going to do out, in, out, wiggle, and then I'm starting just above where that one started, and I'm going to come out, in a bit, and then where the hiccup, oh no, it's gone, where they meet here, I'm just going to make a little point, so it's pointing. And then we'll try and do the same on the bottom, but fail miserably, but doesn't really matter. I was having one of those days, where it's very easy to go, nope, don't like it, do it again, don't like it, do it again, and keep redoing it. But sometimes I have the days where I think, it's fine, it'll do, it's art, it's just nails, who says everything has to be perfect? Just go with the flow. Those days don't happen very often. So I did more of those shapes around the sun. I'm taking another circle here, a smaller one, because I tried to do this without doing a circle, didn't go very well. And then we're going to thicken up the first circle, because I want this, see now how we've created that crescent moon in the center that's on its side, on its bottom, its crescent shape. And then by making this a bit thicker, it's going to sit inside, as opposed to the outline of it being the outline of the sun as well. Yeah? Everybody all right with that? So now we're going to use the shape of the crescent moon to fill in this bit, by which I mean eyeballing or looking at the shape of the crescent moon to get this circle that we're painting the right shape, as opposed to thinking, right, I've got to do a circle here, fill it in, look at the blank space we're leaving. Yes, yeah, I'm good with that. So we'll we'll fill that in with the white gel paint again. And yeah, I couldn't have done that without doing a circle stamp first. And then we're going to add little sort of crescent moons in between each of our sun rays, a little flamey looking things. And I do this all the way around in between them. Then at the bottom right, yeah, I do one going the opposite way. I don't know why. I don't know. Going the same way, it didn't match the way of the flame, the ray, so I just switched it up. It's boho, just, you know, it's hippie boho vibes. Everyone's stoned. Nobody cares if they all go in the same direction. I'm not, but there's definitely a chill, go with the flow kind of vibe when it comes to boho-ness. So we're adding a little white star, then we're going to add another one. Oh, we've added dots above the small crescent moons, but I didn't have room to do them around the outside, so I didn't. Just those two. Four. And some white dots. And now we use the gold chrome. So we're going to fill in our crescent moon. And then we're going to fill in the big sun rays. All of them. And then, I don't know, we'll do something else, I guess. I'm trying to get this done before the football. It's not going to happen because kickoff is in 6 minutes. But I'm not fast if I miss it. I want to get this done because it's Sunday now. And this is tonight's video. So, got to hurry. Got to move the fudge along, really. So yeah, we're filling all this in with the gold gel paint. I'm using one of the brushes I showed you the other day from Born Pretty store. I didn't want to use one of my sort of go-to brushes, because even when you clean chrome out of a brush, there's still, I don't know, it leaves still kind of little shimmery, tiny little bits of it in it. I tried to clean it thoroughly, and it still had little sort of shimmery bits. So I'm going to assign this brush to chromes, and then I'll still clean it, but it won't matter if there's any left in it for the next time. So we've done all our rays, and now we're going inside the little half moons just with a line because they're small, so that's all we really need to do. There we go. And then I don't know what happens next. Do you? Oh, stars. So we'll do a little star. And all this stuff that we're doing, oh my word. Stop talking. I can't stop talking. It's a disease. We're going to, yes, all the stuff we do in gold, we're going to shiny top. So, but I've noticed, because I was thinking, but the small details, when I shiny top, there's going to be a bit of shiny that probably goes over the matte bit, but it didn't show if there was, even with the dots, even if it does go round them, go beyond the dot a little bit. The clear, let's see if this makes sense to anybody, the clear that goes beyond the gold dot and onto the matte blue background just kind of reflects the chrome colour, so you just see chrome still. You don't see like a big shiny bit of blue. So we'll go all over this bit here. I went over the white as well, just because that's the end of that sentence. Just because. And then we'll go over the stars with teeny tiny and then little doobie-doo dots. We don't need to go over the white stars and dots because the gel paint doesn't need topping because it dries tack free. So we'll leave that as is. I do add a circle in the middle of that nail. You'll see at the end. You'll see. Stick around. So we're going to take another circle and we're going to put just over half of it on the right. And then same again, we'll outline it with gel paint and pretend we painted the circle. Although I still somehow managed to decircleize the circle a little bit. Declassify it as a circle somewhat by my outline, but that's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Just, it's fine. Another day I'll be like, no, wipe it off, do it again. Wipe it off, do it again. But not so much this time. And now we're going to do another circle by hand, just by trying to keep this line parallel with the one next to it, which I do not do a very good job of. But I don't care. And now we're going to add, so this is going to be a sun, but it's going to be a compass sun, although just realizing now I don't put any letters around it, but we're using the compass kind of vibe for the rays. So we're doing 2 big triangles at the top and bottom, nice and easy, just straight lines, nice and easy straight lines. Not always the easiest, but simple. And then inside those, we're going to do more little V's. So I did the circle a bit more than half so that I could get full points on those first 2 we did. Otherwise, we'd have to do half of them, and I wanted to see the full thing. And then in between those, we're going to do smaller V's, and then in between those, even smaller ones here, all the way around. So that's the kind of compassy vibe. But yeah, I didn't put like north, south, or any letters on, so I'm the only one who knows it's meant to look like a compass. And oh yes, we're going to do little oh, my daily devotion is ready. That's my silly me and Lara voice. Hello. Oh, lovely. Oh, thank you. We're doing lots of little lines through the 2 circles. Okay, this bit here, don't stress. Wiggly line, done. U shape, shallow U shape, boom. Couple of flicks, closed eye. Much easier than an open eye. And then we'll do the start of the same again, just to this side, which is really just 2 little commas. And then the nose will go a V, but that has little curly ends. And then we'll go up, down, flick, and then down, and then flick up. And then mirror that going off to the right. And the bottom lip, I'm coming down again, so it has got kind of a dip in the bottom of the lip. What's the opposite of a dip? What's a dip that goes upwards? I don't know. And then these clouds are going to do hump, hump, hump. And then this first hump we're going to bring all the way around to make a little swirl. Just like that. I should have been looking at the card, but I just had that it was those kind of swirly type clouds in there, and didn't look. Kind of wish I had, they would be better. And then we're going to do out like a little sort of back to front S, and then just curl that to meet the rest of the cloud. And then we'll add a little swirl here. It's not the best, but it's fine. Yeah, I should have looked at the picture. It was right there in front of me. Same again here. Hump, hump behind it. Curl the first one. We'll bring this one back. And then just a little swirl off. Swirly swirl that points. And then do something there and there. It kind of looks like an S on the side. Reminds me of that S that everyone used to draw at school. And then we're going to add little stars again. But yeah, the face, I thought, oh God, I'm going to do a rubbish job of trying to draw a face. But sometimes it's good to say, whatever I do is what it's going to look like. And that's going to be fine. Don't stress. Just a wiggle, just a, it's fine. What are we doing now? Oh, we're filling in the goldy bits. So we're going to go in between the V's of the sun ray slash compass slash, that's it, just those two things. And then we're going to fill in fully these little ones, smaller, little. My niece takes the mickey out of the way I say little, because I don't say little, I say little. So there you go, my 9-year-old niece, oh fuck, she's not 9, she's 11. My 11-year-old niece bullies me, takes the mickey out of me. So we'll fill all of those in. Oh, look how pretty it looks. I love this. I think this is my favourite of the nails. I kind of wish I'd done a better job of everything, but I was feeling super anxious that day. And then towards the end, full not feeling good at all. So kind of rushed the last 1.5 nails, waiting for my chill pill to kick in. We're going to outline, inline. Well, this isn't the outline, is it? It's on the inside. We're going to inline the sun with some gold and then give it some gold lipstick. Why not? It's a female sun. So we're going to give it some gold lipstick, and then I think I put some gold eyeliner on as well. I was just in the sort of, what else can I make gold? Because they look really pretty. There we go. Bit of eyeliner. Everyone's happy. I never do voiceovers. Oh, I'm going to put some dots in between each of those. Are they all the same size? No. Are they all centered? No. Doesn't matter? No. I never do voiceovers first thing in the morning because it takes me at least a good 1.5 hours before I really want to speak to anyone or do anything. Which is always interesting when I wake up to the doorbell of my client and I run downstairs, pretend I've been awake for ages and go, oh, I just need to, I'm awake, I just need to quickly change. And they're like, okay. So they head up and look at colours or whatever. And I'm like, shit. Brush my teeth, wash my face, change and act like I've been conscious for more than 7 seconds. So we'll do some gold stars and some more dots. And then we're going to top all the goldy bits. I leave the face of the sun, the compass sun, the sumpus, the the sumpus. We'll go with sumpus. Otherwise, yeah, the campan, no, sumpus. I leave the face, the background blue, matte. But when we do the bit with all the dots in, I'm just going to go over that whole section, the lines and the dots, and the stars. And that will be that one. And I'm really annoyed because I wanted to bring those clouds in, because I realised at this point, like, why wasn't I looking at the picture? They would have looked a lot better. I'll put them on another nail and do them better. But I didn't end up putting them on another nail, simply because I was anxious and just wanted to go and hide in my room. So I kind of forgot. But I do normally like to tie things in across nails. So on the next one, we're going to do some dots in random places. Well, not too random. Keep them close to each other because they're going to be constellations. So we've done the dots. This is with the gel paint. And then we're doing a really thin line between them all. If you're doing this with gel polish, I would do the dots, then cure them, and then do the lines, because gel polish doesn't stay put as well as gel paints. When you do the lines, you can lose the definition of the dots, or do what I'm about to do here and add dots after you've done the lines, just to keep the dots dotty, keep them dotty, yeah. But gel paint's great for these sorts of things. And then we're going to do one in gold, and then on another nail we're going to do the same, but we're going to do 2 golds and a white in the middle. These aren't any specific constellations, they're just dots in random places, and join them up. I was going to join this like a kite, but changed my mind. So that I feel like because maybe there are constellations out there that look like this. You know, the universe is pretty big, I hear. So who's to say? I mean, you could join any star structure like that. So let's say it does exist. But it doesn't matter what they look like. But it would be nice, I suppose, if you did your own star sign constellation or just ones that actually did exist. But it doesn't matter. And then more stars and more dots, which kind of makes the set look quite busy. But I quite like that. I like a set that looks busy and intricate just because of dots. It makes it look a lot more tricky than it was. And then this is the last one, because I don't show the other constellation one, with moon phases, that I really wanted to do the crescent moons in the same shape as they were on the card and inside the first sun. But I was on the verge of full-blown panic attack at this point, just waiting for my calmer pills. Just half of one, actually. I don't like to be greedy, to kick in. So I was like, okay, just do these types of moons. And they're closer together than I wanted them to be. But it's fine, it's fine. So this one we're doing half a moon. And then we'll just do a little crescent one above it. And again, this is with the white gel paint. So we'll start in line with the straight line from the one below it. Too close to the one below it, doesn't matter. And here I'm just I'm just trying to get the brush at the bending in the right place. So just, you know, do you do that? Just trying to get it in the, I don't know how to explain that. And then we'll do the same on here. So using that center line as a guide to where to start this one. And we'll do a little halfy one and then a little crescent one. Yeah, the ones on the cards are much nicer. I didn't have the capacity to spend time because I was kind of freaking out. And it was for no reason apart from I'd heard, you know, storm so-and-so, and I was like, oh shit. Turned out it was just windy and there was like 7 seconds of torrential rain in my area anyway. So that was a waste of anxiety. Could have saved it for something better. So we cured that and we've added some stars and dots, and then we're going to do a little circle of gold in between this one, which is sped up because I faffed around for like a minute doing this circle. And then we're just going to outline the curved side of the others, or the outside of the others, because I thought filling them in, I don't know, I just thought this would look better. And then we will add some gold stars and dots. And then I think we might be done. When you're using the chrome, when you've it's nice to do it in one smooth stroke. And even like the dot in the middle of the middle circle, moon, try and sort of have brush strokes all going the same way as you finish. Just kind of gives a smoother chrome look, as opposed to I'm doing hand movements that I don't know how to describe. You know, it's nice to end all in one direction. A brush stroke all going in the same direction just gives you a smoother chrome. Yes. So we're going to shiny top all the moons and all the gold bits, and that's it. Have I spoken to you since the live? I don't know if I have. No, I haven't, have I? I did 2 lives. Oh my word. So Lara said in the live, she said, oh, someone said, are you using the nail cards on her? Which I wasn't, because she just doesn't really have, she doesn't wear nail art. But also, she was here, haven't seen her in years, wasn't planning on spending the day working. It was just like, let's just get some nails on you. So I said, oh no, we're not going to use the nail cards. And it was Celina apparently who left the message. And I was like, oh no, what a faux pas. One of my nail idols in the live. And I'm like, no. But it was a Lara thing, not a nail cards thing. Plus they were downstairs because I was planning this set. So here are the cards we've used. Should have been talking about that. and then what we've come up with. I hope you like it. I love the cards because I just I had no ideas, no creative juices. Open up the cards and then it just gets you, it gets the creative juices flowing. If you copy it or it inspires you to think of something else, they're just so great for artist block. So these are the chromes from Madame Glam. Don't forget the link and the discount code. Thank you so much to everyone who was on the lives. We had an absolute blast. I might try and go live over the next couple of days. My cousins are here. I appreciate you being here so much. Have a lovely day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.